những người hướng về là trên kể lại.
Balmukund, you're on mute. We don't hear you.
Rajanji.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you a question. Can I?
Who is
Let's
this?
do the questions later, please.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. So, sorry, I think I was on mute. That was a cardinal sin for a host. Okay, so yoga works by reducing the stress in your body. It can be done with physical exercises, breathing exercises, mantras, and other meditative practices. One thing to note here is that the mind does not wander. Okay, so keep your mind focused on the activity you're doing, the exercise you're doing, and your breath. Yoga is designed to increase the energy of communication in your body systems. It stimulates better immune system and the body's repair mechanism. It makes you feel better and minor issues get resolved. But yoga, the same set of exercises can have therapeutic value also. And Dr. Rajan has done almost a decade of research into integrating a biophotonic device called a BioWell into the traditional yoga practice, where the device measures how your nadis and neurons are firing at your fingertips, and that gives us a diagnosis of how your body and various organ systems are functioning. And on the basis of that, he can recommend special exercises personalized to your condition that are very effective. So please, people who have any personal conditions that they want to discuss, please send me an email. I'll put my email in the chat box and we can schedule a personal consultation with Dr. Rajan. A few points to note. Please follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. Keep your spine straight, it's very important. And do your practices gently without strain, and do it within your individual capacity. If you have doubt, avoid the practice or seek clarification, but remember that the liability is entirely yours. Do not multitask or merge two exercises. The slower you do, the better it is for you. And I already said, visualize the part of body being exercised for maximum benefit. And be regular in your practice. That's the key to amazing health that you can achieve through yoga. If you miss a day, use the video recording of the practice we do, which can be on YouTube or on our website. Remember that yoga is not just a physical exercise. It's a lot more than that. But it's not a religious practice either. So people from all religions are welcome, and there's nothing religious about all this. Yoga brings good health of mind and body. It brings inner awareness, and it brings a sense of cosmic connections. And with that, I'll leave to Dr. Rajan to start today's session.
Let's begin with Ohms as usual. Take a deep breath in. So we will begin with the chakra vibrations as usual. Let's begin with the perineum. And those of you who are familiar with it, you can begin with LUM. And for those of you who are new, the perineum is in between the anus and the genital area, the part when you're sitting that does not touch the seat or the floor. And focusing there, we do the mantra LUM. When we do the mantra LUM, Feel like you're squeezing your buttock so that the perineum feels a little squeezed, and keep the mental focus there. Take a deep breath in. You can use a mudra for lam. You can keep your little finger pressing the thumb. Now let's go to the sacral chakra or the Swadhisthana. This is 1 inch above the perineum. And here we do the mantra Vam. And here you can use the mudra. You can have the ring finger touching the thumb and focusing at that point. As you exhale, squeeze gently from front to back. Take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Now we come behind the navel. Here we use the middle finger to the thumb. And as we do the sound rum, feel the abdominal area pulling in slightly. Take a deep breath in. Rum. 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 Now we go to the in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and there we do the sound yum. And here we hold the index finger to the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Now we bring our attention to the throat. Here we do the sound hum with the mudra thumb facing upward. Take a deep breath in. Hum. 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 Now we come to the middle of the head, and there we do the sound chum again with thumbs up. Take a deep breath in. Chum. 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 Now we bring the awareness to the top of the head. We do Om again with the thumbs up. Now, let's begin the happy face breathing, the Ujjayi pranayama. So those of you who know how to do it, please proceed. Since there are usually new people every time, I'm going to repeat the instructions again for those who are new. Close your eyes and observe your throat, and then it'll feel quite normal. Now make a big smile in your face with your eyes closed and feel the slight stretch in the throat. Keeping the focus on the stretch in the throat, Inhale and exhale slowly, where you feel like the air is rubbing along the throat as it inhales and exhales. You may feel a slight wind tunnel kind of sound. If you feel a slight sound, that is okay. If you don't feel a sound, that is also okay. But don't do it strenuously and don't try to make a sound. So continue. Two people are not doing this right. Vihang Patel, your wife is doing very well, but for you, somehow the effect is not happening. So try to be a little more deeper focused and feel the breath over there. And the other person is Shri Lekha. You need to focus on your throat a little bit more. Okay?
Did I improve today?
Oh, yes, you're doing okay.
Okay.
Can you feel the difference now, Sri Lekha? Just show me your finger. You feel the difference? Yes, excellent. Excellent. Vihang Patel, you can see the feel the difference, right? Very good.
దానిలో మనం కూడా నేమో అదేంటో ఐ డోంట్ నో వై
You want to talk?
Don't worry. Just
Those of you who have come in new, we are doing the Ujjayi Pranayam, the happy face breathing, just focusing on the throat. We are inhaling and exhaling and feeling the breath rubbing through the throat.
sign.
Okay, now let's go on to the next exercise. Bring your awareness right to the glottis area, and mentally we are going to vibrate the sound Haim Im And when we do the mantra Haim Im you can just focus here and do it. But if you find it is not inconvenient, you can visualize the mantra Haim Im rising from the sternum and going up towards the head. Okay, so whichever way you do is fine. It's done silently. So just so that you remember the mantra to do it silently, I'll say it a few times, but you continue mentally on your own. Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im Continue. When we do this mantra Haim Im we don't focus on the breath. Normally, you don't even know you're breathing. Just do it that way. We will go on to the next exercise, but some of the people here should do this practice more often. Virbala Siddhana, you should do this practice more often. This Haim Imam, do many times, okay? And
Thank you.
yeah, please do it for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes at a time, morning and evening. It will be helpful for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You breathe heavy.
Mhm.
Is your breathing heavy?
Oh, no, not like that.
But it'll help you.
Okay.
And it'll give you more energy.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Now let's go on to the neck exercises. So we begin with taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder, and inhale, come back up, and continue. Keep the body loose. Now we go on to the next exercise. As you exhale, turn your head as if you're looking over a shoulder, and inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back, and continue. No, you're not supposed to stretch your neck back. You're simply going left and right. Now we go to the third exercise to stretch back. This is a question that came on the screen. Inhale, take the head back, and exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. When you exhale, bring the chin down to the chest, and then we rotate 360 degrees. Inhale, half a circle, exhale the other half. Let's go opposite direction. Okay, now we go on to the next exercise, shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it and bring it down. Inhale the other shoulder, rotate it backward and bring it down. Continue. Venkatesan, do a little slower. Keep the breath a little slower. Inhale and exhale. The slower you do, the relaxation response is better. You see, when we work with neck and shoulder exercises, while they are loosening, as I was telling you, they are increasing the sensitivity of the baroreceptor in the carotid area. At the same time, the slow inhalation and the slow exhalation is actually evoking the parasympathetic tone. So both of them together help to reduce blood pressure. If you do fast, you're unable to evoke effectively the parasympathetic tone. Okay. Now let's go to the hand exercises. Inhale, lift up the palm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now let's rotate around the fist like that and go the backward rotation a few times like that. And then now elbows in line with the shoulders. And as we inhale and exhale, we make a full rotation. Let's go backward. Now bring the tips of the fingers together, and as you exhale, push on the fingers without bringing the palm together. Inhale and exhale down, inhale and exhale third time, and now interlock the fingers, bring it behind the head. Keep the elbows in 180 degree angle to each other. That means in a perfect line around the shoulder. Don't bring it forward. Keep the elbows back. And as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back, exhale the other way. Come back, inhale. Continue. Now today, let's add one more exercise. Bring your interlocked hands in front of your head and press your head firmly on the hands, but keep the head straight. Don't let it bend forward. As you exhale, turn and inhale, come back. Exhale, turn, inhale, come back. Keep the eyes closed and awareness within, and feel the stretch and watch the breath. Okay. Now we do both shoulders together. Inhale, lift up both shoulders. Exhale, bring it down. Okay. Now let's go on to the next exercise. Cross your hand over the opposite knee and take the other hand behind you and turn as you exhale. Inhale, come back, exhale the other way. There are two questions that have come up over there. I'm going to answer them verbally. One question was whether we have any morning classes. Well, we don't at this time, but you can always do this morning session by playing it from the YouTube. So you have that available, or you can go into our website and play it for yourself and you can follow it. The second question that was there was somebody was feeling a stretch in the lower back. Is it okay? Well, only you can answer whether it is okay. If it is a stretch and there is no pain, you're fine. If it is a stretch that is loosening something area, that is good. But if there is pain, it's not good. You should do it gentler than what you're doing. Okay, now let's cross one leg over the other and hold your knee with interlocked hands. And as you exhale, pull and turn. You pull it in the direction away from the leg and bring it as close to you as possible. And you turn the head in the same direction as the head you're holding, as the leg you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. Keep the awareness in the breath and the sensations you feel. The sensations you feel in the leg, the back, all over the place. Okay. Now cross the leg the other way and interlock your fingers. And as you go, exhale, turn. Okay. Now we can go on to the leg related exercise where we stretch out, we cycle with each leg. Lift one leg, inhale and exhale in cycling motion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, let's go on to bending forward like we did yesterday. So stand up, and those of you who need a support, hold your chair top and take your leg as far as you can comfortably. Keep the chin up and lean forward so that you can bend only from the waist. Now, those of you who don't have any trouble with balance issues and feel very comfortable keeping your balance, get hold of your opposite elbows behind the back and take a deep breath in, lift up the chin, and as you exhale, push out the buttocks and lean forward. Slowly come up and be seated in the chair again. And if you're sitting on the floor, keep your palms behind you on the floor. If you're seated on the chair, hold the side of the seat of the chair, and then come a little forward. And we are going to do a backward arch. Take a deep breath in and take your head and shoulder back and do a backward arch and stay there. We'll stay there for a few breaths. Take slow, deep inhalation. With each inhalation, try to stretch a little more backward. And with exhalation, relax and continue doing it. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come up. And now we are going to go on to our regular breathing Bhastrika Pranayam. We'll do one round. For those of you who are new, just interlock your hands and keep it in your belly. As you inhale, feel the belly come out and continue to inhale, feel the chest expand and the shoulder pull back. And as you exhale, feel all of them relax. And those of you who are comfortable with this, you can use the hand position if you like. You don't have to do it. So let's go now. First breath, 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. Remember, exhalation is always longer than inhalation. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11, exhale. 12, exhale. 13, exhale. 14, exhale. 15, exhale. 16, exhale. 17, exhale. 18, exhale. 19, exhale. And 20, exhale. Eyes closed. Observe the sensations if you feel any in the head, and just keep watching your head and the vibrations within. When they settle, we can go into meditation. If you have a personal mantra after everything settles, you can use it. And when I sense that most of you are settled, I will start the Om in the background.
No, era con la maona. You can.
It is 6:30. And those of you who want to leave can leave. And for those who have questions, comments, we can open up. Are there any announcements, Bal Mukund?
Yes, I just wanted to remind people that the daily reminder email I sent, there are a few items there at the bottom in the additional section. One of them is that these sessions are broadcast on YouTube daily, and so you can find the recordings on the channel Life in Yoga Rajan. And if you subscribe to that channel, then you'll constantly get updates as new videos are uploaded. I also shared a Facebook post there, and if you click on that, I think maybe you'll have to copy and paste it in the browser. You can get to that post. That's a post that I created regarding our program. Share it on Facebook, hit the share button there, and a lot of your other friends can join in. There's also a link there for the Zoom registration, and that's the link you can send to friends if you have to invite them. And yes, if you are benefiting from this, then spread the word. That's it.
Okay, now I have a question for you, Bal Mukund. You had at some point and said that, as the COVID opens up and people go in, apparently now 48 states have opened up a little bit. And so you had said that you would consider starting at 5:45 as a way to ease it for people who are going to work and coming back from work, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
We
do
can
you
do
want
that.
do you want to take feedback from people here whether that is something they would like, and from like next week Monday or so we can start that way?
Yeah, I mean, there's an option here to create a poll in Zoom in the webinar. So maybe what I'll do is I'll create a poll, and then people can choose. There'll be just one question, and people can choose whether they want 5:45 as the start time or 5:30 remains as a good thing. And
So what we can do is we'll still open up by 5:30 so that we'll be here and everybody knows, we are here. But if we want to make it 5:45 as start time, it is your choice.
right.
You-
Yeah, I mean, let's start a poll. Maybe we can do a show of hands right now. How many people are okay starting at 5:45 or would love to start at 5:45?
It's okay, but boy, it's only helpful for Eastern people. For Central, Pacific, and that won't help them.
Actually, the Central Pacific is out of the question, except for people like Satish Amin and Mrs. Amin and Dr. Rajinder, Mahajan, who make a special effort. Okay, but the general people, this 15 minutes movement is not going to make a difference. It is largely focused on the East Coast folks. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, people who go to work. But I think, Dr. Rajan, one thing to consider is that most people will still be working from home, even when the states reopen. And it's only going to be very gradual as people start going to.
Nilesh Kansangra has sent a note saying he is good for 5:45.
Okay. Good.
And Kusum Khanna has sent to all panelists that this is dinner time. So so if that is the case, perhaps Kusum Khanna, would you like to keep it at 5:30? Okay, there you see, Kusum Khanna is saying keep it at 5:30.
Exit, okay, I need to take the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Why don't you speak up and tell us where you're located? You can speak up, unmute yourself. We don't hear you yet, Kusum Khanna. You need to unmute.
Up this one for me.
Go right to the bottom left-hand corner and there is the speaker kind of button. Click on it. Well,
Okay. Yes. Can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
now we hear you.
Okay, I am in Delaware and
Okay.
5:30 is preferred. But if everybody votes for 5:45, that's good.
Okay. I am hearing a lot of people who are saying 5:30. Okay.
5:30, 5:30.
Okay. Good.
Neetaji has given the final word.
Yeah.
5:32.
I like 5:30 also.
I like 5:32.
Yes, sir. 5:30 is a happy medium. It's not immediately after work, but at the same time, it gives some time for dinner and prayers and sleeping. So it's a good time.
5:30.
So we will keep it as it is. No change.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Dr. Rajan, most people who come to our practice regularly are people who are either retired or they have to go and make dinner and take care of family. So I think this 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. works. And even if we open, our audience who are regulars will keep coming at the same time.
Thank you.
I finished cooking early.
That's nice.
Somebody said it becomes a little painful at times. That worries me. Would that person like to identify yourself and speak up what you mean?
I was asking that during the next exercise, I have a little stress on my back, no pain.
And there is no pain, continue doing, it's good for you.
Okay, thank you.
People who are new, they should introduce themselves.
Priyanka Singla, you want to say something? Unmute yourself.
Hi. First of all, I would like to thank you for bringing such a beautiful session to us, and also wanted to ask you, like, I have meniscal tear in my right knee. Would you recommend something, like anything, any exercise, any mudra or any,
This should normally be said, individually, but for you, I will say that do more Bhastrika Pranayam and Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And now, Sharmila, your other apartment mate, you want to introduce her?
Hi, I'm Abhilasha. I'm also a graduate student at UMD here.
What field?
Computer science.
Okay, good, Abhilasha. So nice to see you. And what is your Abhilasha? Tell me.
Sorry?
Your Abhilasha.
Oh, okay. My Abhilasha at this point of time is to complete my PhD successfully. That's it.
Very nice. Thank you. Nice.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you so much for having this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there are a few other people who have not introduced themselves. Oh, by the way, there is one thing I should remind everyone. When you put yourself on video and I'm able to see you, it is a little better for me to guide individually whoever needs it. Now, one thing though is, some people don't make a proper effort to make sure that the light is coming on their face, their front. So if there is a window behind you or, window on the side and the area is dark over there in front of you, I don't see you well, okay? So remember that the light matters for me to be able to seeing you better.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. So anybody else?
Sara Mejia, would you like to introduce yourself? Please unmute yourself. Are you there? Sarah?
Anjana Parikh, can you unmute yourself? Can you mute yourself? Okay. Yes, Dr. Kiran Parikh, yes.
So Rajanji, I was just looking at the CDC numbers, the Center for Disease Control. The statistics say 68% of the people have insomnia problem. And I think you have mentioned in the past, sometime recent past, that Ujjayi really helps before the before going to bed. And that,
For a high
can you
percent.
say a little bit more about it, please?
Yes. The thing is basically Ujjayi has two qualities that helps one to fall asleep. But remember, in all the research that has been done on insomnia, it is hyperarousal is what prevents a person to fall asleep, which means within, whether subconsciously or consciously, the inner elements in the body are active. Now, what happens is typically what happens is when the body is too tired or the muscles are too stiff sometimes, it also inhibits. There is a certain level of underlying subconscious anxiety in the system that prevents people from falling asleep. So what happens is the Ujjayi pranayama helps it in two ways. But then we cannot say that two ways cover all the reasons for insomnia. Okay. So that is why I always say that it helps a significant number of people, but not necessarily everyone. Okay. So the two places it helps is one is it helps by Ujjayi pranayam itself. When it is done slowly in a relaxed way, it evokes parasympathetic tone, so it relaxes the system. Second thing is because it stimulates afferent nerve sensitivity, the muscles in the body, the peripheral nerves, communicating better, muscles in the body relax even better. And so as a result of it, it is helpful. But I cannot guarantee that every case of insomnia will be benefited by this, but a substantial percentage will be benefited.
I think it's worth trying. It doesn't cost anything. It's just really nice. So
exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, anybody else? Yes, Dr. Ramesh Patel, please introduce yourself.
I'm Ramesh Patel. I've been doing yoga from lessons from Ramdev Baba since 2005, but I'm learning something different from you, and I'm trying to modify a little bit of those techniques that you introduced as a breathing exercise with the body movements. So I'm benefiting from it.
So Dr. Patel, Ramesh Patel, I will make a comment for you to have a perspective on what you're used to and how we are working. Okay. Now, Ramdev Baba's, system comes largely from the influence of Hatha Yoga along with this exercise concepts. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what happens is the exercise concept of loosening the body muscles, normally from the field of exercise physiology, the objective of exercising is fourfold, right?
Yes.
One is effectively relaxing the muscles, flexibility of the muscles and joints, right?
Yes, correct.
The second one is strengthening of the muscles.
Yes.
The third one is, I think third one is for burning calories and weight loss and all of that. I forget the fourth one. Perhaps there are four elements that are considered important. If you look at it from exercise physiology, physical exercises and what you do is good. But here from a yoga perspective, we are looking to stimulate inner connection, right? Now, so what happens is, that is why I always focus on the breath and slowness, right? Now,
Yes.
Ramdev Baba's approach is more exercise, so he focuses more on quick movements and things like that, right?
Correct.
So that is
Try to slow down a little bit now. I'm used to doing a lot more faster.
Yes.
I'm learning a little bit different. And when I do the yoga, I'm doing a little bit slow, the way you are saying.
Yes.
Seeing the difference a little bit. So I'm working on a little bit change.
So maybe after a couple of more weeks, you can tell us, what do you sense as the difference for you from how you feel in the mind-body setup?
Yes, I will let you know. I've kept that in mind already from the beginning. I started on 11th. So I'm working on it and we'll let you know.
Okay, thank you so much. Where are you located?
I'm in where the Mahajan Sahib is. He's the one that introduced me to your program.
Okay, very nice.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
Dr. Patel is an excellent volunteer. First time we did health yoga, a health fair in Arya Samaj, he looked at the ad in the paper and he called himself that I want to volunteer myself. And since he has been every year participating in Arya Samaj health fair.
Thank you.
He is with BAPS,
Nice
Swaminarayan
introduction.
Mandir, and my focus is if he can introduce in Swaminarayan Mandir, I'm working with another person so that the two of them can work, then we can get a lot more participation.
As we go along, actually what I have not done is, we have about, in my records, I have about more than about 1,400 people on whom I have worked on therapy and readings and things. But out of them, 700 actually came for therapy. The balance came for more for casual testing. So I have not sent a reminder to any of them. But most of them, some of those people who have come here have largely come because of your reference. Now, I just wanted to make sure that our system and the technology with which we are working is stable and things. Now, what I will be doing is over the next week, I'll start like maybe 20 people at a time. I'm going to start inviting them. And I think we will see the numbers grow.
I had a question.
Yes.
My spine is curving, like, rotated. So certain exercise where we put our leg on our other leg, our knee on the other knee and turn, that is not possible for me. So
Okay.
that's why I've been standing and doing it.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
Yes. The thing is, you see,
Because I cannot lift up my left leg to my
That's
right leg.
everything has to be done within your capacity. Okay. So being remote over here, I don't know your capacity.
Right.
So the thing is basically you have to do in such a way where there is no pain in the system. Okay. And
Right.
there is one thing to remember in yoga is you don't need to attain a certain level of stretch or anything like that. All you need to attain is within your own capacity. I'll demonstrate for you. What happens is for a person who is very flexible, they may go, their neck may stretch all the way down and they feel very comfortable. For somebody for whom it is very tight, they will go this much and they can already feel the lot of stretch.
Right.
Now, if they do this much, they get the same benefit that a person gets by going so much. Why is that the case? Because in yoga, we are activating the communication along the nadis.
Okay.
Okay. Activating the communication is more important than what you attain. Okay.
Yeah.
So little stretch that is done with comfort and peace within in a gentle way has a bigger impact in yoga rather than a bigger stretch that you are seeking and you're doing it at, if you do go that level, if a pain or something, a strong discomfort will happen, which you don't want to do.
Right. Okay. So are there anything to do to strengthen the legs?
You saw today we did 2 exercises for that, right?
Right.
So, when you say strengthen the legs, where exactly is your weakness? In the hips or below?
My hips are very weak.
Okay. So the thing is typically hips is the starting point of the control of all the, lower limbs.
Right.
And so what you need to do is, in your case, is there any health history and things like that?
Well, the thing is that last 12 years, my spine has been curving. So
Okay.
instead of being straight, it's like this.
So we should have an offline individual conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So anybody else? Comments, thoughts, questions?
Dr. Rajan,
Uh-huh.
I have one question. Can we do happy face breathing while walking?
Yes, if you have the ability to control and be fully relaxed and not get affected by things around.
Okay, thank you.
Rajan,
kidhar hai? It's not facing you.
Rajanji, this is
Not sure.
Ramesh Tada. I just have a request to all the people and probably
Oh.
make it to everyone that if they know any COVID patient who is tested positive, please refer him to Rajanji. Rajanji has been successful in treating 3 patients just by mantra therapy, and their symptoms have gone away. So we want to really,
How does it come on camera?
if this works on more people, so that way then we can probably take it further and we'll be doing a great service to the humanity.
By the way, I'll just explain to those of you who are here what we have found. It is amazing for me how consistent the findings are across different people. Now, with the 3 cases with whom we worked, in every one of them, once they completed 3 hours of the mantra jap, their respiratory issues were taken care, their vitality came back, okay? And the other thing that, but what happened was, if they had any underlying fever or temperature, it didn't immediately go away. Now, they continued doing the practice for another 2-3 days, and by the end of 4 days, all symptoms disappeared. Okay, including the low-grade temperature, everything. But in 3 hours, in a single day, if they did it for 3 hours, 3 sessions of 1 hour each, the vitality is recovered and all the respiratory issues are completely relieved. So that was and any joint pain, body pain that was
on camera because it's not showing you.
Meena Rajani, you need to yourself. Yeah. Your video came on and then you turned it off. Meena, did you want to say something?
He has a cough.
A dry cough I have, and my throat keeps always tickling, you know.
Okay. So why don't
I don't
you,
know if it's allergies or what.
maybe, but can you go on to the video?
How do you, something happened, we're not able to.
Unless something happened, I could see you on the video for a while and then it went away. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm trying. It's not coming through.
You tell him about your snoring and sleep.
By the way, you should probably introduce yourself to everyone. You're a physician here.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm a physician. I'm in Rochester practicing. I'm a geriatrician and I take care of long-term and skilled care patients. And I've been practicing for the last 27 years.
And your name?
Name is Sunil Rajani.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sleep ka bolna
So,
last night.
like for last few weeks, I've not been sleeping good. I've been snoring, but the yoga and breathing exercise have been helping me, and I've been sleeping well right now. But this throat, I mean, tickling sensation and dry cough, it bothers me, and it's like sporadic.
Actually, the way I sense for you, Sunil, it almost feels like you need to do this for 3 hours. Okay, okay. So do it for 3 hours or in one day, and then in the next 2 days do for half an hour each time. And I think you should get over that dry cough feeling.
Okay, so 3 hours continuous, or just break it into?
You can do 3 hours continuous, or you can do in broken segments, 1 hour, 3 times a day, or however it works.
Right, and I just got tested for COVID-19 2 times, and it's negative.
Very nice.
And we are testing it like twice a week for all the healthcare providers over here in New York. So I just did another one today. There's a 3rd test in 1 week. so I don't have the results back. But this cough has been lingering for last 1 week.
Yes, it feels like something respiratory. So
Yeah.
what we see is this mantra is something that is strengthening the respiratory system. And so we are very curious whether it provides antibodies or of some kind to deal with this. But anyway, we'll figure out as things go around and
Okay.
the researchers are.
So thank you. I'll try to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sunil, and thank you, Meena.
Thank you, Narayan.
Rajanji, yeah. Rajanji, I have one question.
Yeah.
If I get some irritation in my throat in the night, and I think some acid reflux or a lot of acid formation causing it. And is there something that I can do with the mantras or something else to take care of it or help me in that?
I cannot immediately think of anything to deal with it. Oh, Sunil, you're back. Now we see your video. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Sunil and Meena, I know them for a long time. They used to be in Maryland, and they just recently, about a few months back, moved to Rochester. So anyway. Anybody else? Any questions, thoughts?
Okay, it's fine. Just turn it on.
It's good.
I have been started joining since last 1 week.
Yes.
And I am so much into it. I'm reading your articles, I'm watching all your videos, and I can't wait when the 5:30 comes every day.
Thank you.
That's great.
So how are you feeling after you have been doing it for this 1 week now?
Very good.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I recommended 3 of my family members who already joined.
Very nice.
That's great.
Just a comment, Dr. Narayan.
Yes.
Dr. Sunil Rajani will be a great candidate to try it out on to some senior people, these techniques, some of these techniques, if you wish. And you and I can help as a suggestion.
I think he has been long associated with us, and I think in his case, it may be restrictions related to the environment where he's working in, right?
Right.
Very true. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, most of my patients are demented, and most of them are bedridden with stroke, and then and those who come with short-term rehab, they're only for like 6 weeks after post-surgery, and then they leave.
Understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Got it.
So with that, we can end for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. So let's all end with an Om. Take a deep breath in. We'll keep it within ourselves and plan to meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.